Sorry, boys. We're live here. Let me get rid of this graphic real quick. That's my fault. What's up, everybody? We're live. Week 3 CSBA. How we doing? In the booth with me, Ted Stern. Ted, how we doing, buddy?
Good, man. I'm ready for this game. I'm excited. Two good teams. I'm just week 3, already here. What a great season it's been so far.
Yeah, it's gonna be phenomenal. Last week was really good. This week we get more good games. Kansas and USC are gonna kick things off tonight. What are you looking forward to in this one? USC up against a lot, but Kansas looking to come out strong.
Yeah, can USC, neutralize Scarn and Duncan? That's gonna be hard for them to do, but USC's looked really good to start off the season, so we'll see how it goes.
If you guys notice a little something, teasing the red uniforms for
wow.
Kansas. The national champions get first dibs on these, so Kansas wearing their reds tonight. Testing this, but also looks really sick as Kansas wins the tip back to Tez Green. Green gives it over to Jar Duncan. Duncan at the top of the key, working against D. Roxbury. Duncan now over to Brock Lee. Lee driving right, trying to get in the key. Now kicks it out. Three-pointer from Scarn on the corner, no good. Rebounded by Ling Yao.
Yeah, that's what USC has to do. They have to control the whole court against those bigs.
Stands strong, can't get that to go. Rebounded by Kansas, and off goes Brock Lee in transition. Lee tries to get in the paint again. Blocked by Ling Yao, but goes right to Jar Duncan, who hop steps in the lane for two.
Yeah. Jar Duncan, he's so hard to stop. And USC, interesting to see how they're going to use their 3 centers. They got 3 of them on the roster, so it's going to be curious how they try to stop Duncan and Scarn.
Yeah, foul here on Tez Green, so his first. Yeah, we mentioned USC can kind of stretch you out a little bit. Kansas matches up really well with that, though, so we're going to see, USC has played a couple good games so far. We're going to see if they can, hang with the 2-time champs here.
Yeah, and Kansas hasn't lost a game in a while. I mean, they lost to North Carolina in the preseason, but it just seems like they seem to win every game here.
Yao, Ling Yao stolen by Brock Lee. Now ahead to Duncan, back to Lee. Lee's trying to drive in, goes up top to Jar Duncan. A little give and go there with Duncan and Lee.
Yeah. Jar Duncan, man, such an amazing athlete. And, USC, they usually win these transition battles, so they got to get back better, especially if they want to compete with Kansas.
Ling Yao blocked by Duncan there, and off goes Brock Lee. Layup on the other side, good. So Kansas out to a 6-0 lead, really driving on their defense.
Yeah, Kansas already quieting the home crowd here. Not how you want to start for USC.
Neil Mason trying to get in the key here. Tez Green keeping him out of it. Looks like they're going to try to go to Stand Strong. They do. 3-pointer top of the key. Stand Strong got it to go. Drilled that one from the top. And
that man hits everything. He's such a good shooter.
Yeah, Stand Strong is going to be a reason if USC is going to contend. This is why Stand Strong. But Tez Green on the other side drills a 3 of his own. Kansas off to a really hot start.
And Tez Green answering with another great shot. I mean, seems like anyone on Kansas here, can shoot from the perimeter. So it's going to be tough for USC.
Neil Mason hits a 3 of his own, so it's a 9-6 game. It looks like USC is going to play the 3 game. Probably a good idea. Kansas has really got that paint locked down.
Yeah, USC, they got shooters all over, even with Ling Yao, playing the small forward spot, so definitely take those shots.
Lee drives in, gets his own rebound off a miss, and fouled by Roxbury, so he'll go to the line for 2. Brock Lee has become somebody that is really breaking out for Kansas, and might be the reason why they three-peated in this league is a guy like Brock Lee last year he was kind of an accessory piece to Kansas. Right now he's leading this Jayhawk team.
Yeah, we always thought of him as like a, defensive lockdown kind of guy, like a role player, which is, still amazing at that. But he's leading Kansas in points right now per game with 15, whereas, Tez Green was kind of that guy. So when you have people like Brock Lee, Tez Green, and Jar Duncan that can, put up points, anyone can do it. Kansas is so tough to stop.
Yeah, I mean, if Lee continues to play like this, it's tough to guard all of them, you know what I mean? So I think we've been waiting for Brock Lee to become more than just a defensive stopper, and right now he has been for Kansas, and it's why the Jayhawks have started the season 2-0, got some good wins against tough teams, and right now up 11-6 on the road.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how Ling Yao will do against him today. Ling Yao's really improved almost every game over the course of these past couple of seasons, so it's a good matchup.
Nice spin move from Stan Strong. Can't get it to go, but gets his Kansas almost got his own board. Tip to Roxbury, who throws down the two-handed dunk on Dante Silver under the rim there.
And a monstrous dunk right there. I mean, that's what you got to do against Kansas. You got to play physical. Oh, wow.
Brock Lee on the other side showing a little flair of his own. The up and under layup. That was one of the cooler animations I've seen.
Man, that was smooth right there by Brock Lee.
Yeah, someone clipped that thing. That was a sweet layup. Stand strong from the arc. No good. Rebound and pulled down by Skarn. Lee is attacking early and often here. But, you know, USC hanging tough. But Tez Green right down the middle, Jar Duncan for another flush. It's what Kansas is just so good at. It's just attacking the weaknesses on the other team.
Yeah, and USC, you know, they're not known for their bigs here. They're known for their guards. So they got to get back, you know, in transition especially. You can't be sleeping on Jar Duncan.
Jar Duncan gets a block there. Second one of the game. But Surf Booth does a good job putting that one back. Ted Duncan had a 7-block game in week 1. I think, you know, looking at all his stats, he might be my player of the year front runner right now. It's tough, but after 2 games, he looks really good for Kansas.
And yeah, and Scott right there again. But Jar Duncan is, you know, amazing. He's already averaging a double-double, right? So he's tough to stop. I mean, centers usually get it, and he's, you know, feeling snubbed after last season maybe. So he wants it.
Yeah, for sure. Timeout on the floor. USC took a timeout after the Skarn layup. It's 17-10. You know, USC hanging tough right now. Kansas has played really well in this first quarter. We're going to see the benches come in here. You know, this is the crucial part for USC, Ted, is if their bench can, you know, kind of hang with this Kansas bench. Last week, Evan Hill had 14, so we'll see if they can do that.
Yeah, and this is how you want to attack Kansas on their second team, you know. I mean, that's how I tried to last week. Didn't quite work out, but USC, they got the players here. I mean, 2 center look too if they can control the paint, and with Evan Hill, you know, they got a great squad on the second team.
Duncan getting a little extra run here with that takeover. He stays in and gets a dunk on the other end, so 19-10. Evan Hill missed a 3 on the other end, but yeah. Kansas bench, you know, they got that walk-on, so this is the only spot you can really attack them is through that walk-on as they go right through that right now with Mo Buckets, who gets the layup to go. And that's just what you got to do if you're USC. You got to grind it out there.
Yeah, I mean, you got to hope it goes your way, and it will more often than not. And, you know, Mo Bucket's a great guy to attack him.
Timo Cruz with the ball on the wing for Kansas. Looks like they're trying to get Duncan open again. They go pick and roll with Jar Duncan as Cruz comes off of that. Cruz drives in, goes across the court. Dustin Allman, 3-pointer from the top of the key. That's good. The defense rotated onto Jar Duncan, left Allman wide open, and Timo Cruz found him.
Yeah, Dustin Allman, right? I mean, not enough can be said for him on this team. You know, just another great role player. And it shows, you know, what those role players can do in this league.
Yeah, for sure it does. Allman, we talked about it time and time again, his performance last year in the title game. As Evan Hill misses one there, Jar Duncan with the rebound. But yeah, Allman was integral of why Kansas won that game. And then on the other end, Jar Duncan gets a putback again, and it's 24-12, just like that for Kansas.
They're like 3 USC defenders right there too, and just right through all of them. Duncan's cannot be stopped right now.
Yeah, Duncan's had a chip on his shoulder ever since he got snubbed from the All-Star game last year, and he's been impressive since that day. He's got a national title, and now, I mean, to me, he looks like one of the top players in the country.
Yeah, and Kansas, you know, they're feeling these red uniforms or something. Already 26 in the first quarter here. USC's got to slow them down.
Yeah, that's got to pump them up a little bit. I know when I was in college, we had a timeout on the floor. We'll talk through it. When I was in college, we walked into the locker room to brand new orange uniforms as our alternates, and it got us fired up. So I'm sure Kansas saw those red unis hanging in their lockers and got fired up for this game.
Yeah, it gotta be. I mean, they look great. You know, I'm excited to see more of them this season, more alternates.
Shout out to Grizz for the uniforms. They look great in-game, Grizz. He just popped into the chat, so appreciate you. Evan Hill drives here, gets fouled by Cruz, so Hill will go to the line for 2. Hill was a big reason why USC was really competitive last week, Ted. They're going to rely on Evan Hill's offensive output here a lot with the second unit for the Trojans.
Yeah, and USC, you know, they go through their guards most of the time, so they need everything they can out of Evan Hill here. You know, they looked pretty good most of the start of the season, you know, just falling short of Clemson last week. But, you know, if they could, you know, maybe upset Kansas, you know, maybe come back here, that would be huge for them.
Yeah, Evan Hill missed the free throw there. You don't want to get down to a team like Kansas this big. It's 14-point lead for the Jayhawks right now. As we've seen in prior games, you know, the last couple weeks, the teams that pull upsets are teams that get ahead and make it a game, and make it tough on the other teams. And right now, Kansas kind of is having their way. So we'll see if USC can turn that around.
Yeah, and two veteran teams, especially a veteran team in Kansas, they don't make many mistakes here, so it's gonna be tough for USC to come back.
Justin Allman driving, now stepping back. Now going right down to Josiah Weber. Goes up and blocked by Bubba Chuck. He chucks that one out of the way, and here goes USC in transition. Going over to Dexter Jackson, drives, gets the foul, and can't finish. But Dex will go to the line for 2 here, so finally something really good for USC, turning that defense into offense there.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do right there. Get some blocks. Maybe that's gonna fire him up right there. I mean, huge block against Weber.
Yeah, big time block. So great look there for USC as Dexter Jackson. You see at the line, Jackson, another guy that can really light you up from the 3-point line for USC. So definitely got to locate him if you're the Jayhawks as his first free throw goes in. But I mean, I think the smart play for USC is keep attacking the walk on and make some things happen and just kind of grind it out and get back into this game. They got to rebound better. Kansas is definitely winning that rebounding battle early.
Yeah, but I mean, you got Bubba Chuck and Mo Buckets down there. You gotta attack that walk on. As simple as it is. You got 2 good centers, and I mean, the second team for USC is good. Like I said, Evan Hill and Dexter Jackson finding his role here too. I know he swapped some last season, but he's a great player as well.
Yeah, for sure. There are spots to attack. We'll see if USC keeps doing it. Dustin Allman now with the ball in the corner, guarded by Joey Thrills. Goes down low to Timo Cruz and blocked again by Chuck. So Chuck 2 blocks in a row. Dexter Jackson going to push in transition for USC. Tries to go down the middle, gets into the key. Guarded by Dakota Wolf, one of the better bench defenders in the league. As he brings it back out and resets for a play here. He's going to get a screen from Chuck. Comes off the screen. Wolf still sticking to him. Dex drives in. Jumper up. No good. Rebounded by Chuck. Going up for the one-handed flush right on the walk-on. Wow. That's a statement right there from Chuck. He's ready to play.
Yeah, they're just dominating ever since, Duncan's been out. This is where they go to attack, keep getting it down there, and they might come back here, make this lead a bit shorter going to the second quarter.
26-17, 54 seconds left in the quarter. Timo Cruz trying to drive here. Evan Hill doing a good job on D. Cruz goes in, fouled by Chuck. Chuck has 2 blocks, gets a foul there, so credit Timo Cruz for continuing to go in there and drawing a foul.
Yeah, surprised Chuck didn't get another block right there, the way he's been playing. Cruz, good way to attack right there, make him feel uncomfortable.
So Timo Cruz, the freshman offensive threat point guard for Kansas, at the line for 2. Kansas got a pretty good 1-2 bench point guard with Allman and Timo Cruz, so going to be tough to stop. I mean, Kansas bench is as good, even though with that walk on, it's a very good bench.
Yeah, I mean their experience, right, with Allman, Wolf. I mean, even right there. But their experience, and when you got a coach like Tech, they're gonna be well disciplined. They know what they're doing there. So USC still's got their work cut out for them here.
Yeah, free throw good by Cruz, so it's 27-17. Cruz's second free throw is good as well. So an 11-point game. USC's played pretty good with their bench roll. We'll see if they can maybe cut this lead to single digits here before the quarter. Evan Hill's going to get a screen from Chuck. Now he goes right off the screen. Looks like he's going in the lane, gets fouled, and the bucket. Evan Hill gets a foul on Weber, took the contact and went up with the left hand. That's why you go up. That's why you're able to use both hands, Ted, right there. You take the contact on the right and go up with the left.
Yeah, I mean, little basketball tip right there from Nighthawk, but I mean, yeah, strong move right there by Hill, attacking the big man too.
Yeah, nice left-handed finish from Hill. Hill had 14 last week. Gets his first bucket of the game right now. He's going to go to the line for another one. So it's a 9-point game now with 38 seconds left in the first. Kind of works as a 2-for-1 as well there for USC. Was a quick bucket there, but it worked out for him. So we'll see if Hill can convert. Actually, he had that free throw earlier, so gave him 3 points on the night with a free throw coming here. Free throws up and good, so it's an 8-point game. 38 seconds left. Timo Cruz with the ball for Kansas. Crossing half court with the Jayhawks in their new red unis. Going to get a screen here from Weber. Cruz is going to dish now to Weber. Weber at the elbow, back to Cruz. Cruz trying to get in the key. There's a lot of traffic there, but nice layup with the right hand. And gets it to go.
Yeah, it seemed like maybe they were reading the alley-oop there, pass, but Cruz, strong move.
Evan Hill, 1 second difference between game and shot clock. Looks like USC is going to hold for the last shot here. See what they come up with. Looks like from the set play here, they're going to try to get that screen, that double screen with Thrills. And Evan Hill's now going to come off that pick and roll. Pull up three from the top of the key. That's up, no good. Rebounded by Chuck, and it's in. So he gets it right before the buzzer. 0.2 seconds left, so that's how the first quarter is going to end. 30-22. Kansas drops 30 in the first quarter. But, you know, USC drops 22. This has got high score written all over its head.
Yeah, we'll see if these defenses can make a stop, but man, we're seeing some great offense here.
So we'll be right back for the start of the second quarter. Kansas 30, USC 22, CSBA on Twitch. We'll be right back. Back to USC, the Phoenix Suns dance team so graciously made the trip to Southern California, Ted, to provide our entertainment. So thanks to the Phoenix Suns for lending them to us. But
Yeah,
you know,
they're matching.
They are matching.
They're matching like Kansas Reds, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who they're here for. Kansas started off the game on a good run with their starters. The USC bench brought it back a little bit. Now we got an 8-point game.
Yeah, USC coming back here a little bit. You know, they've been in these situations before. I mean, last season, you know, that's what happens when you're an experienced team here. Maybe they can make a comeback here.
Surf Booth going up top. Silver read that really well. They had a good backdoor look. Now nobody in front of Skarn, who takes off from damn near the free throw line and throws it down.
Man, Mason had that lane too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Well, heads up play by Silver there to stop that alley-oop, because I didn't think anybody saw that.
Yeah, for sure.
Roxbury with the ball now over to Ling. Brock Lee guarding Ling Yao, as now it's over to Mason. Mason getting a screen, going to pull a three from the top of the key. That's up and good. Neil Mason's 2 for 2 from 3 to start the game.
Yeah, Neil Mason now having a good season already, but you know he's the leader for this Trojans team, so we gotta get him going.
Brock Lee pull up no good. Josiah Weber right there for the rebound and the bucket. Stan Strong picks up the foul. So you know this starting group for Kansas. Oh, actually Weber's a backup, but offensive rebounding still hurting USC.
Yeah, you gotta box out there too. That's Jeff Mel would be screaming right there at him, but you know you gotta foul a bit harder, especially if it's against the center. So we'll see if he can. You don't want them getting to the line too much on and ones.
Yeah, you definitely want to limit the and ones as Jeff Mel is turning over. Well, Jeff Mel's not dead, so I can't use that reference. But Jeff Mel is throwing up right now in his chair after that foul. Weber hits the free throw, and it's 35-25. Neil Mason now with the ball for USC. Going to the right side here, working against Tez Green. Now Mason down to Roxbury. Looks like they're going to get Neil Mason on that back door. Kansas plays it well. Stan Strong now comes off a screen, pull-up jumper, top of the key. That's good. Stan Strong. Looks like USC's shooting the ball pretty well from the outside.
Yeah, and they got great shooters to do it. You know, very underrated shooters, I think, with Stan Strong, Ling Yao, Neil Mason. I mean, it's a great shooting team.
Yeah, very good shooting team, and we've seen them shoot themselves right into 30-point wins before, right? So USC is very much a live and die by the outside game. But right now it looks decent as they're trailing by 8. The ball down with Skarn right now. Guarded by Surf Booth. Now Tez Green, three-pointer on top of the key. Off the screen, got it to go. Tez Green's so deadly.
Yeah, he's a great shooter as well. I mean, talking about good shooters, but man, you know, USC, they got to cover the perimeter and the paint against this team. It's so tough to do. I mean, that's why, you know, Kansas keeps winning all these games.
38-27, Neil Mason with the ball on the wing, guarded by Tez Green. He's going to get a screen here. Tez plays it well. Neil Mason trying to drive here, kicks back to Surf Booth, 4 on the shot clock, now to Ling Yao. He's going to have to fire a tough one against Brock Lee. That's up and good. Ling Yao still feeling it from last week.
Yeah, right over, right over Brock Lee too. I mean, that's not easy to do. So, man, Ling Yao, he's really, you know, making a name for himself this season. Yeah,
Ling Yao's been great for USC. Like you say, definitely making a name for himself. It's a 9-point game. Tez Green goes backdoor to Dante Silver and gets it to go. Kansas is just so disciplined. You know, every play they seem to run, you know, they look like they have an advantage on every single play.
Yeah, I mean, they can go to any guy there. You know, they've got so many good plays drawn up. So, like I said, it's tough to stop. And USC, I mean, already 40 for Kansas, you know, in the second quarter here. So, it's going to be tough for USC to slow them down.
Yeah, early in the second quarter. USC takes a timeout. It's 40-29, 5:44 left in the half. As USC's ball now, Ling Yao inbounds to Surf Booth, who's going to bring it up for the Trojans. Booth, a two-way playmaker. He's a two-way playmaker, so definitely able to run that. That's not his strength right there as he pulls a contested shot. And Tez Green comes down for the rebound. Green kicks it over to Brock Lee, drives in the key, pull-up jumper up, and no good. Rebounded Jar Duncan right there for the finish.
Man, Jar Duncan has definitely been the player of the game so far. I mean, they got to slow him down somehow. Got to box out, do something to him.
Yeah, who's gonna take the assignment and stop? You know, you almost gotta take it personal as Tez Green picks up a foul. Neil Mason going to the line. You almost gotta take it personal if you're USC and you say, who's gonna stop this guy, right? Somebody's got to rise to the challenge.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to be in the same court with that guy, but USC, they gotta do something here.
Neil Mason at the line for USC, shooting 2 after the foul on Tez Green. Neil Mason, one of the better attackers in our league, at point guard, missed the free throw there. He's been really good for USC. You know, he's been a mainstay for this Trojans team now. His second season here, was at Virginia in his first season in season 1. The fabled season. Season 1.
Yeah, but yeah, he's already at 14 points a game here, you know, just right behind Stan Strong at 15. So, I mean, excellent duo. I mean, you could even say trio with Ling Yao there, you know. I mean, those three, I mean, great shooters, and they got some great chemistry going to start the season.
Yeah, their perimeter offense is really deadly. It's really going to hurt guys. As Brock Lee now comes off a screen. Lee tries to drive in, gets 2, goes up with the left hand, can't finish. Ball grabbed by Ling Yao. Lee struggling a little bit here for the second week in a row. As he picks up maybe a frustration foul here. He's 2 for 7 in this game. You know, he had a great week 1, but he struggled against you guys and struggled here so far.
Yeah, he's got his hands full again, you know, with Ling out here. But I mean, Kansas, even like I said, when Brock Lee's struggling, you know, they just go to another guy like Jar Duncan. So exactly. I mean, even when you got your best defender on, you know, what seemed to be their best scorer, it's not enough.
Yeah, spin move by Stan Strong. Went up from behind the basket. Ball gets stuck up there. Great spin move. I was like, oh, damn, that's a really good move. And then he shoots it behind the backboard. So big oof there for Stan Strong.
Man, yeah. It seems like he has some great, you know, great physical play there. But, man.
Brock Lee on the wing, guarded by Ling Yao. I don't know what it was either. Comes off a screen from Jar Duncan. Brock Lee still trying to drive here. Ling Yao doing his best to stop him. Lee goes up and can't finish. Blocked by Ling Yao. Jar Duncan right there to clean up the garbage. But credit Ling Yao right now, who's done a fantastic job on Brock Lee.
Yeah, we thought about him more as a scorer, but I mean, he can play some solid defense also.
Yeah, Ling Yao is a multi-positional defender by nature, so you know that's his arc. So you know he's going to rise to the challenge in a lot of these matchups. But it's right here with Kansas. You know when they get Ling Yao off of him, that they really got to attack with Brock Lee. But now they're going to go down to Skarn, who hop steps once, gets double teamed, backdoor to Dante Silver, layup good. Kansas, just like that, up 16.
Yeah, they've made something out of every position here so far. And USC, maybe they need some better communication here, you know. Maybe they need a timeout, but it's not working for them.
Strong hits the jumper there. That's a 2. His foot was on the line. It's 46-32. Look at the percentages. USC's shooting 50%. Kansas was 63% shooting.
USC just needs to find an answer.
Yeah, they got us lock up on defense a little bit. It's 46-32, 3:34 left in the half. We'll take a quick timeout. CSBA on Twitch. We'll be right back. Back to USC, the Galen Center, on the campus of the University of Southern California. The Trojans trailing Kansas by 14. Benches are in right now. Jar Duncan still in the game. Timo Cruz layup up and good. Nice pass by Jar Duncan.
Yeah, I mean, I think Cruz is going to be a big part for this Kansas team. You know, just a freshman. But like I said, I mean, he's going to be a big lift for them. You know, when you add another freshman point guard on a championship team, it's huge. Yeah,
especially because of the cap. You know, Kansas had to take a walk on. It's big to get a guy like Cruz also to kind of alleviate that pressure for Kansas. That's Dexter Jackson now the ball in the wing. A lot of room. He's going to shoot the three now, and can't get it to go. Maybe a little out of rhythm for him as Mo Buckets gets the board, backs down Cruz, and then can't get it to go. Gets his own board again. Goes again, just bullying Cruz down there. Timo Cruz has got to have like 3 bruises in his chest right now.
Yeah, man, get him some help down there. I mean, he was trying, doing everything he could, but I mean, Buckets too much.
Cruz going to try to drive in, goes floater, no good. Rebounded by Jar, who kind of got stuffed by the backboard there. Evan Hill now passes to Dexter Jackson, who drives in, goes up against the walk-on, can't finish, and Wright pulls the rebound down for Kansas.
And well disciplined to get back in transition like that.
Dakota Wolf with the ball now for Kansas. Over to Timo Cruz, back to Jar Duncan. It looks like they're going backdoor again. They get Allman off the backdoor cut. No good on the layup, but he gets his own board and goes back to Duncan. Now Allman back up again, blocked by Thrills. Duncan right there for the rebound and gets fouled by Dexter Jackson. Jar Duncan just looks like a man amongst boys down there right now, Ted.
Yeah, it's not even fair. Like, I mean, they got 2 centers in too, and I mean, he's still just taking in all the boards. He's just, proving his case for, one of the best centers in the league here.
Yeah, for sure. It's Jar Duncan at the line for 2. I believe he has 14 or 16 already in this game. So he's going to try to increase that. Free throw up and good for Kansas. 49-34. Kansas looking to hit the 50 mark here in the first half. Ted, is the Memphis, is Memphis 98, right, the record?
Yeah, I mean, Shane always talks about it. I think that's it,
last week, right? And is Kansas, is that in threat right now? Is it in danger?
I don't know, man. I know Coach Convict's gonna be yelling at his dudes during halftime. Maybe we'll see some better defense.
Kansas shooting
the second half here, but that's insane.
Evan Hill hits the 3 there, so USC continuing to shoot the ball well, which has been their saving grace. It's kept them in the game. It's only a 13-point game, so you can't be all that mad if you're Coach Convict. You're only down 13 with how well Kansas has been playing so far.
Yeah, I mean, just if they could solve the defense, over halftime, maybe trim the lead here, they're still in it.
The walk-on Wright gets the layup and the foul. So he gets that to go. It's 52-37 now, as Weber's going to check into the game for Duncan here. But the Jayhawks continuing to shoot lights out, 52-37. Austin Wright at the line for 1. 52. I don't know what the record is for points and a half. It's got to be nearing it right now.
We might need to ban these red jerseys. They seem a little...
As if Kansas needed any more lift, right? They play better in red now, apparently. Evan Hill with the ball for USC. Nice spin move, gets to the top of the key. Trying to drive right. Looks like they're looking for Bo Buckets. They get him. Layup up and good. So USC just keep continuing to attack the spots that they're going to be successful in, and trailing by 14.
Yeah, it's like, in the second team, get the ball down low there. I mean, Weber's in, no more Duncan, so just attack down low.
Wright gets the offensive rebound, kicks it out to Dakota Wolf. It looks like they're going to go pick and roll with Weber. Wolf trying to come off the screen. Dexter Jackson doing a good job on him. They get it to Weber. Weber goes up, fouled by Bubba Chuck, his 3rd in the game. So he'll go to the line for 2. Weber will. Bubba Chuck is an aggressive guy. We saw him get 2 blocks early, but now 3 fouls for Bubba Chuck. So something to keep an eye on if you're USC. Probably your best post defender.
Yeah, I mean, Kansas unfazed, blocked twice, but still going right at him. And I mean, that's what you got to do, right? Attack there, big guys down low, make them, foul you or make them uncomfortable. That's what, I mean, Kansas is doing a great job of it.
Yeah, Weber at the line for 2. Spongy to champ. You are the champ. Thank you for the sub, buddy. Appreciate you. Weber misses the first free throw. How about Cape Breezy? What does it mean when a player has a Gatorade cup? It means they're tired. So they are fatigued. That is what that means. I hope you all got your tireless defender and shooter badges on. Weber's second free throw up and no good again, so he misses both. Gives USC a chance here to cut it to still not single digits, but Dexter Jackson now with 17 seconds on the shot clock. Backs back out, now playing a 2-man game with Hill. Looks like they're going to attack Wolf here in the post as they go down to Mo Buckets. Buckets takes one dribble, pace, post hook with the left hand and finishes. Nice move there by Mo Buckets. And it's a 12-point game.
Yeah, and, good 2-for-1 opportunity there, getting to him quick. They could, make it a 10-point game. Maybe that'd be huge.
Timo Cruz comes off the screen. Evan Hill trying to do his best job on defense as Cruz drives in. I thought there was going to be a charge there. We still haven't seen a charge. I think that was worthy of one. As Mo Buckets tries to take that, but Cruz gets the layup to go.
Yeah, these refs gotta work on that.
Evan Hill jumper up and good. Maybe a little quick shot there for Hill with no shot clock on the play, but gets it to go, and it's 55-43.
Yeah, feeling confident, gotta take that. That's big for a freshman too, so good shot.
Ball with Allman for three from the wing. Can't get it to go. Rebounded, pulled down by Buckets, and that's going to do it for the half. 55-43, Kansas on top of USC. This game is nowhere near over, Ted. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back to talk about halftime right after this. Guys, CSBA on Twitch. Don't go anywhere. Enjoy halftime. So back to USC. Ted, talk about halftime a little bit. Both teams shooting over 50% in the game. That's why the score is what it is. I guess that it's going to come down to who just has to play defense first in this one.
Yeah, J-Mac said if you look at the score, it looks like the fourth quarter is starting, and, I have to agree with that. I mean, just insane how well they're shooting. But, USC, they got to get some stops here if they want to come back, and Kansas is just, continuing to play lights out, and we might just see more shooting here, but we'll see how it goes.
Jar Duncan almost has a first half double-double with 16 and 9 at the half. He's been playing great. Baby Hawk's joining us for the second half, so you guys hear some noises. She's going to provide some commentary as well. Ball tipped out of bounds. She gets excited to call games, Ted. She knows. She knows when she calls games.
Yeah, she's a great broadcast partner for sure. So.
Neil Mason over to Ling Yao. The ball on the wing, guarded by Brock Lee. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Ling Yao now looking for Stan Strong. Gets it to Strong. Strong drives. Pump fakes once, then goes up with the right hand. Nice move by Stan Strong to get the layup to go. And USC's on the board first here in the second half.
Yeah, Coach Convict and drawing up a great play to start half here. So we'll see if that continues for him. Now they gotta get some stops.
Brock Lee jumper up and good. He's been struggling so far, but gets that jumper to go. So it's 57-45, and it doesn't look like the offenses are going to slow down anytime soon here.
No, it doesn't. Yeah. Brock Lee, just another weapon.
Brock Lee gets the steal now. Lee driving in. Good job by Stan Strong to cover a couple guys in transition, but it goes to Jar, who actually gets a goaltending call on D. Roxbury. So the ball will go back to USC. Give Jar Duncan 2 more points. He's got 18 now.
And he's having an insane game here. We could see him. I don't know if we've ever seen a center hit 30 here, but if USC doesn't, box him out or, start posting up on him, they might be in trouble.
Mason drives right, tries to get into the key, now backs back out, kicks it out to Ling Yao, guarded by Lee. Yao trying to go off with Surf Booth. Kicks it out to Surf Booth, 3-pointer top of the key, that's up and rattles in and out, no good, rebounded by Duncan.
Yeah, he can usually stretch the floor there, but just not able to hit these 2 last threes for him today.
Now Tess Green pull-up jumper, no good, rebounded by guess who? Jar Duncan, give him 20 and 10 now in the game, or 20 and 11 really.
And Duncan's having a dominant performance here. I don't know if we've seen anything as close to that this season.
Mason steps out of bounds. Ball will go back to Kansas. We probably won't see a lot of the bench as long as USC continues to play well. So Duncan definitely has the makings of a career night right now. Baby Hawk loving Jar Duncan right now. She's cheering. Do you
I
like
mean,
Jar?
yeah,
Jar Duncan, my daughter, is you're her favorite player, I guess now. For the next
I
five
get her a
minutes.
jersey.
For the next 5 minutes, you are, I guess. Scarn jumper up, no good. Rebounded by Roxbury. The USC gets a stop here. Pushing with Stan Strong now. Strong picked up by Silver. Strong goes down, tries to, stolen by Jar Duncan. Duncan now pushing the transition for Kansas. I'm saying his name a lot today, but it's well deserved as they swing one more extra pass from Tez Green to Silver. Gets a 3 and Kansas on a 9-0 run.
Yeah, I mean, Kansas not phased at all by the half. Just coming out back even stronger. Wow.
Yeah, you're talking about USC 64-45. How about that extra pass from Green, man? He could have shot that 3, but realized that there was nobody on Silver and swung it one more. I think it's something that makes Kansas really dangerous.
Yeah, and I mean, he's a great playmaker, hence his archetype, right? But, you know, he's maybe last season he would have took those, you know, he's the leading scorer, but I mean, when he has all that talent, he can just facilitate, and, you know, they have so many great weapons to score.
Yeah. He's actually an offensive threat, which is the interesting part, because I've
Is?
seen
Oh,
offensive
my bad.
take those shots more often than not, right?
Yeah, my bad.
For him to be able to swing one more is impressive. But now, Kansas deciding to play defense here. Tez Green goes up top to Jar Duncan, and now Kansas on a little run, putting on a show here in Southern California.
I don't know if anyone could stop Jar Duncan the way he's playing tonight. He looks like the best player in the league at the moment.
Yeah, and Kansas defense has picked up considerably here in the last couple minutes. And another strip there by Silver. Now Jar Duncan ahead to Brock Lee. Lee's going to pull it back out. Now over to Silver. Jumper up and can't get it to go. Rebounded by Scarn. Scarn goes up with the right hand and finishes. So Michael Scarn getting in on the action here in a 68-45.
Yeah, and I mean, the question is, you know, how do you stop this? Like, man, Kansas is just playing lights out with everyone on their court, it seems. So you can't really fault USC here.
Ling Yao drives and gets fouled by Lee, so Yao will go to the line for 2. You tell me, Ted. You had to play him last week, and you guys were winning. But it seems like if Kansas gets on a run, it's like this truck that is going downhill with no brakes, right? Like it's impossible to stop them.
Yeah.
It feels like it's impossible to stop them.
Yeah, like you guys said on Hawk Talk, that 27 point run they had in the fourth. I mean, when they're playing like they are, no one in the league is better, and I mean, there's a reason they're number 1. So.
Yeah,
Man.
for sure. Yeah, it's something special to see Kansas when they're on a run like they are, and it almost just feels impossible to stop that run. We'll see if USC can do that. A good way to do that is to drive and get fouled, which so good job by Ling Yao there, but fails to convert the first free throw. Second free throw from Ling Yao, who had 20 plus points last week for USC in their loss. The second free throw is up, and that's good. So USC stops the bleeding 1 point at a time here, 68-46. Brock Lee with the ball crossing half court. Guarded by Ling Yao. Lee now switches spots with Tez Green. Now they go pick and roll with Scarn. Lee comes off that pick and roll. Now he's going to drive. Pull-up jumper. Brock Lee up and go. Got it to go.
Yeah. I don't even know how you stop that right now. That's crazy. Brock Lee.
Yeah, Lee's
Even with Ling Yao over.
Lee's up to 10 points for in this half. The ball was staying strong. Jumper is up and no good. Rebound pulled down by Scarn. And you know, I think the thing I love most about this Kansas team is how they're built. You know, Tez Green is an offensive threat point guard, so Brock Lee really runs the offense a lot of times. He just got away with stepping backcourt there, but
yeah, I thought he said that too.
But pull-up jumper by Tez Green, no good. Rebounded, pulled down by Sir Booth. Kicks it ahead to Ling Yao quickly. Trying to go down low, stolen by Brock Lee. Kansas is making really good defensive plays right now.
Yeah, and I mean, they're just playing flawless here. I mean, you know, they got to be confident going into conference play next week.
Yeah, Stan Strong fumbles the ball out of bounds. He almost had a steal there, but it'll stay with Kansas, and we're going to get the benches in now for both teams. So 70-46. We'll see if that USC bench can do what they did in the first half and, you know, kind of cut into this lead a little bit. They're going to have 3+ minutes to do it here. So Brock Lee with the ball. Guarded by Dexter Jackson. Lee now gets the screen from Michael Scarn. Lee gets the switch on to Sir Booth. 1 second left. He's going to have to pull the jumper up. No good from 3. Rebounded, pulled down by Thrills. And now USC going to push in transition. Joey Thrill pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Got it to go.
Yeah, USC, you know, I mean, need to make a little bit comeback here, even just for, you know, for pride. But I mean, you know, maybe they could trim it to 10 going into the fourth. Maybe not over yet. There's still plenty of time. So they can keep shooting like they did in the first half.
Ball with Timo Cruz. Cruz looking for Brock Lee. They're not going to find him. USC Dexter Jackson doing a good job on defense here. Brock Lee drives now, right-handed layup, no good. Rebounded by Weber. Throws it down again. That's the second time we've seen Weber do that today.
Yeah, I might be a little bit inspired there by Duncan Weber. You know, such a good leader for the second team. Getting him back was, you know, huge for Kansas. He's probably the leader at this point.
Sir Booth, three-pointer up, no good. Rebounded, pulled down, tipped and pulled down by Brock Lee. Off goes Kansas again, pushing in transition. Full head of steam as Brock Lee getting into the paint. Now kicks it out to Timo Cruz. Three-pointer Cruz from the top of the key, no good. Rebounded, pulled down by Dante Silver. Kicks it over to Brock Lee. And Lee gets the layup to go. So 5 guys rebounding for Kansas. Seems like everybody on their team offensive rebounds well.
Yeah, and USC, you know, not boxing out tonight either, but Kansas, I mean, they did against us too. They probably, you know, out-rebounded every team they've played so far.
Evan Hill gets fouled. He drives in, fouled by Scarn, so Hill will go to the line for 2. So a good job by him. Baby Hawk didn't like the call. They're losing by almost 30. Give them a call.
She doesn't agree.
She's no mercy, right? I started watching Cobra Kai, so she's on a no mercy trip right now.
Gotcha. I've never seen it, so, but
it's like Wired's favorite show, I think. So maybe he'll know.
Yeah, he talks about it all the time.
Evan Hill at the line. There are a lot of good shows on. Walking Dead came back on last night.
Yeah.
You a Walking Dead guy?
Nah, not really.
Come on, man.
I'm a CSBA guy.
That's what I like to hear. Evan Hill free throw no good. The rest of the bench going to come in for both teams. So 74-48, USC. Kansas really took off here in the third quarter. Last week we saw them take off in the fourth. This week the third. 74 points here. Evan Hill free throw up and good. So 74-49 now. 2:13 left in the third quarter. Dustin Allman with the ball for Kansas. Allman at the top of the key. Swings it over to Dakota Wolf. Wolf not going to get a screen here from a walk-on. Not sure who that is. Wolf drives left, tries to get into the paint. Guarded by Dexter Jackson. Wolf's going to have to go up. He actually almost threw it away. Wolf now goes up and can't finish. Rebound pulled down by Buckets. That was a terrible possession there.
Yeah, I mean, Kansas, I'm sure, you know, Peck's going to be running more practices after that one.
Rebound pulled down by Cheeks off the Evan Hill miss. Dustin Allman now with the ball. So Kansas got the walk-ons in right now. Ball down to Cheeks. The walk-on Cheeks right-hand jump hook is good. So 76-49 for Kansas. Nice pass all the way down to Mo Buckets from the other end of the court. I believe that was Phil to Mo Buckets, who gets the dunk. One of the lone good plays there for USC in the second half so far.
Yeah, I mean, USC was in this going into the second half too. I mean, it's a tough quarter, you know, when you're playing Kansas, but still meaningful time here. You know, going to conference play, I'm sure, you know, they're going to be much improved from last season already. So they're still going to be tough in the Pac-12.
Lay with the ball. Walk on them for both teams. Gets it out to Evan Hill. Evan Hill three-pointer. Can't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by Cheeks. And Kansas pushing in transition again with Cruz. Cruz driving in. Left-hand layup. No good, but fouled. So Cruz will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, Kansas still just playing flawless at the moment. Man,
yeah,
USC hasn't...
Foot on the gas pedal for sure for Kansas. They have not taken it off the entire game as they're leading by 25 right now. We'll see if they take their foot off the gas in the fourth here. Something tells me they won't. Nice analysis. Free throw is good. So 77-51. A couple more walk-ons in the game for Kansas. Kansas really emptying the bench right now. Cruz, I think, is the lone human in the game for the Jayhawks. Cruz's free throw is up and good. So it's 78-51. 37 seconds left in the third. Ball with Brogdon. Brogdon with the ball, bringing it across half court for USC. Kicks it over to Evan Hill. Hill trying to drive in the lane, kicks it back to both buckets. Back up top to Markov, over to Hill. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Let's see what they do here. Hill's going to go over to Brogan for a 3. That's up no good. Rebounded. Actually a foul on Mo Buckets, so Kansas going to get the ball back here for the last shot in the third quarter.
Yeah, probably frustration foul right there, but, you know, can't blame him. He's trying to help his team out.
Coach Tez Green said, never seen these guys at a single practice. We're subbing in fans right now. But that's not a fan. That's Jar Duncan into the game. Who gets a bucket to go there. It's 80-51.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. That's right. So 80-51. Evan Hill coming off the screen. Pull-up jumper at the buzzer. That's up no good. So we're going to go to the fourth quarter. Kansas on top, 80-51. But Ted, tell me, you know, USC, they're definitely struggling here in the second half. You know, you got to credit Kansas. USC played a really good first half. But, you know, you're going to have some of these lulls. It's definitely something that the Trojans need to overcome going into conference next week.
Yeah, I mean, it's basketball, right? I mean, they're a team that lives and dies by the 3, and, you know, first half shooting great, second half not so much here, and when you know still not playing great defense against Kansas and Jar Duncan, it's gonna happen. So, I mean, Kansas does it to a lot of teams. I mean, USC, you know, we've been there. I mean, we've got similar philosophies, but I'm sure, you know, they already look much improved from last season. They're gonna be much better in the Pac-12, I think, this season. I don't see him at the cellar again either. You know, Convict and Dad Dude put in work. They got some, you know, great new recruits. I know they're trying to, you know, their team's way more active. I mean, Ling Yao is becoming a big leader for them, so I'm excited to see what they do in the Pac-12.
Yeah, for sure. I think they're going to be fantastic in the Pac-12. But yeah, it's not the team to go against or have a lull against this Kansas team, and it happened. Their lull lined up right with Kansas' run. So the Jar Duncan's still in the game for Kansas. I think he paid Coach. I think we got a violation here somewhere. Timo Cruz jumper no good. Rebound pulled down by Duncan. Duncan, right? And it's not even fair right now that he's in the game.
No, that's not. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I mean, Jar Duncan is just so angry. I mean, he's frustrated. He wants to be in that conversation. Probably heard about All-Star on Hawk Talk, so he wants his name in there.
He's definitely stat padding right now. The ball with Brogan, three-pointer up and no good. Rebound pulled down by Lyles. 7 minutes left here in the fourth. USC scoreless in their last 2 minutes. They're going to go pick and roll. Lyles goes stolen by Lay. USC ahead to Markov, back up top to Lay. USC trailing by 31 here, late. Duncan picks up the ball here. It looks like Bucket's going to set a screen. USC trying to come off the screen. Now they do. The ball with Markov over to Dexter Jackson. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Dex is going to have to fire one up. He actually passes it back to Lay, and three-pointer is no good. Rebound pulled down by Duncan.
Yeah, just tough, and I mean, still been sitting at 50 viewers most of the game. Appreciate all you guys watching, even in the, you know, not very close game here, but appreciate it.
Yeah, you got to take the good and the bad in stride, right? I mean, we're going to have great games in the CSBA, and we're going to have games that this happens. It's basketball, and but we do appreciate us being so strong in viewership throughout the entire game. We definitely got more great games coming tonight. You are talkative today, baby girl. I'm just going to let Baby Hawk announce the rest of the game.
Sounds good.
What do you want to say? Okay, good point. Timo Cruz first free throw good. 83-51. So I don't know that they'll hit 100, but I mean, it's actually probably going to be pretty close, especially if Jar Duncan stays in the game.
Man. Jesus.
Coach Coach Tech being not showing him very much respect right now. I'm going to have to get on him about that.
Yeah, I know Coach Convict's definitely, you know, penciling this one in for sure. More motivation, right?
Yeah, motivation's a big thing in the CSBA. Definitely want to fight harder when you have that, as they're going to go right down to Duncan. Duncan takes 2 dribbles, gets double team, kicks it out to Lyles. Now they're going to go pick and roll on the other side. Neil Mason back in the game for USC. Lyles goes down to Cheek, gets blocked. Back out to Law, three-pointer, up and no good. Rebound pulled down by Roxbury. Ball with Neil Mason now. Nice layup there from Mason on the floater. 84-53. Kansas on top of USC here. 5:40 left in the game. Timo Cruz trying to drive in the key. Now backs back out. Cruz three-pointer on the wing. Up, no good. Rebounded, tipped, and out of bounds. USC will take over. I thought Jar was going to pull that one back down.
Yeah. I mean, he's done it all night long, so USC finally, able to, play on him, play some physical ball right there.
They're going to take Jar out now as Josiah Weber checks into the game. 5.5 minutes left in the fourth. That's probably the end of the night for Jar Duncan. But some starters back in for Kansas, actually for both teams. Neil Mason tries to drive in, goes up, left hand, no good, rebounded by Weber. Ahead to Tez Green back in the game for Kansas. Over to Law, three-pointer from the wing, no good, rebounded, pulled down by Tez, and Tez gets the offensive rebound to go. He's a little guy, but that was a strong move there.
Yeah, I mean, he's just, trying to get in on it too. He's a great player, so he can do it all.
86-53, the block by Law. Kansas going to push in transition with Lyles now. Lyles pull-up jumper, that's up, no good, rebounded, pulled down by Lay.
Yeah, I mean, Kansas looking strong. I mean, I don't know if any team, has more top players. They got Lee, Duncan, Green all going early this season. It'll be tough to stop, especially when you got that many stars.
Yeah, they will. Neil Mason gets another floater to go. So it's 86-55, ball down to Weber. Blocked from behind by Roxbury. They've got to love the fight by the Trojans right now, down this much as they get a layup on the other end. Alone, rather. They got a good look off the block. Lyles on the wing. Looks like they're going to go down to Weber. They double team Weber. Three-pointer from Law, top of the key. That's up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Roxbury. Now James Lay with the ball. Trying to drive in. Stopped by Tez Green. Over to Neil Mason. Neil Mason comes off the screen. Hesitates once. Pump fakes once now. Now goes back to Lay. Pick and roll with Roxbury. Lay's going to fire a three from the wing. That's up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Cheeks. And Kansas pushing in transition again with Law. Over to Tez Green. Green into the post. Layup up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Mason.
Yeah, I mean, USC, they're getting some stops now, but it's not their night, not able to hit much here.
Nice pass by Neil Mason down to D. Roxbury. Drew the help and found the open man. So it's 86-57, 3:15 left in the fourth. Baby Hawk just knocked down everything. Three-pointer up, no good. Rebounded, pulled down by Markov. USC with the ball now. Nice pass down to Markov with a dunk. So there's something to be said about a team that fights as hard as the Trojans. Really, they're going to turn this into wins later on in the season in the Pac-12. Going through these growing pains.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, Coach Convict and that dude, great friends of mine. They're always working hard and they got a good squad. They're much improved from last season, so I'm excited to see what they can do. Neil Mason, another good shot.
Neil Mason pull-up jumper. It's 88-61.
Yeah, they stack up well for sure.
If I can get Baby Hawk to stop pulling down everything in the room, we'll finish this game. 2:14 left in the game. 88-61. Ball with Weber. D. Roxbury forces a miss there. USC rebounds the ball. Going to push in transition with Mason. Roxbury's got a takeover as Mason finds him. Goes up with the right hand. Can't finish. We're almost done. Tez Green gets the rebound. Pushes ahead to Lyles. Now over to Law. The Law with Tez Green now. Green drives left. 1:45 left. Nice move by Cheeks in the post there as he gets the move to go there, and Kansas hits the 90 mark.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to hit 100, so train to relax now, but, dominant performance.
Yeah, for sure. Rebound there off the USC miss. The ball with Lyles. Brock Lewis looks like he's getting ready to check back into the game. Not really sure why. But they're going to go down to Weber now. Weber takes two dribbles, gets double team, kicks it out to Tez Green. Three-pointer, nobody on him. He drills that.
Man.
Tez Green open is deadly.
he hits fadeaways regularly. If you're gonna leave him open, he's gonna hit that all the time.
Neil Mason gets a pull-up jumper. Mason playing well here in the fourth. He's up to 15 points in the game, 8 1/4. So a little fight there from the junior guard.
Yeah, that's what you need from your leader. He's the leader of this team. He's still fighting, and they're gonna rally around him.
The ball with Cheeks. Cheeks trying to drive in now. Gets stopped. Now he's going to throw it back out to Lyles. Over to Tez Green. Green takes 2 dribbles. Looks like he's going to go ISO here. Fires a contested 3 up. No good. Rebound chased down by James Lay. As he pushes in transition for USC. Lay tries to drive in. Goes up with the right hand. Layup in and rattles it in. The ball now with Lyles. They're going to walk the ball up the court. Still time on the shot clock, so we'll see what Kansas does here. 93-65. The ball down with Weber. Weber takes 1 dribble, post hook up and good. So 95-65 Kansas. 16 seconds left in the game. Neil Mason swings it over to Brogdon. Brogdon goes right, now back left. 4 seconds left. It looks like we'll see what he does here. Swings it over to Lay. 3-pointer at the buzzer up. No good. So that is going to finish the game 95-65. We'll flash the graphic real quick. Coming up next, guys, don't miss it. Duke and Oregon. We're going to take about a 10-minute break, and then we'll come back with Duke and Oregon. Ted, Kansas, goes on another run, much like last week, and finishes the game 95-65 over USC.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if they don't stay number 1. Obviously, looking like the best team, and USC, they're gonna be working hard here to fix this. I know they will. They're gonna be tough for all the Pac-12 teams to play, so don't expect much more of this for them.
Yeah, we'll take a quick look at the stats real quick before we part ways. Kansas shot 51%. USC shot 47%. Both teams struggled from the free throw line. But Kansas pretty much dominates the rest of the game. I want to go to, the first half was really even in terms of shooting percentages, but if we go to the second half, Kansas dominated the game. USC goes 0 for 7 in the second half from 3, shot 38% from the field, and, you got out-rebounded everywhere. So the second half really told a big story there for both teams. On the USC end, Neil Mason had 15, Mo Buckets had 10, and Hill had 10. On the Kansas side, Jar Duncan had 26 and 14, good to go with 2 blocks and 2 steals.
Man.
Broccoli had 12, 3 and 2 in an off night for him, and Cruz had 12 with Tez Green with 11 and 6 assists. So Kansas did it again, Ted. They pulled it together and made a run after they actually played well the entire game. USC just played pretty well in the first half.
Yeah, Kansas, that's the veteran aspect. They're a well-seasoned team.
So that's gonna do it for us, guys. For Ted Stern, for my great daughter, Baby Hawk, in here. That's gonna do it for us on CSBA. Duke, Oregon coming up in about 10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Appreciate everybody in stream. We'll see you guys then.